All right. Let's just make sure that we are going.
Hello and welcome to your weekly Dose of Mayhem, the only show where we're constantly paranoid whether we're live or not.
Well,
oh crap, I think that got recorded.
Yeah, of course. I said that we're going.
I did not see it, but I see it now. Hello and welcome to your weekly Dose of Mayhem, the only show where we upload every Friday, every week, consistently.
Every time.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
All right.
Hi, Brady. Hi, Brady.
Hi, Brady. Okay, let's get started with today's topics.
The main event.
There's 4 main events today because we've got a lot of events that we did over the past week where we definitely had another podcast. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the events you would have known about if there was a podcast to talk about them, which there was.
And it's this one.
We hope, yeah.
And it's this one. So, we've got the FTC Buffalo qualifier, which we talked about last time. It's happened now. We're in the future. And it's done.
Well, not for long.
The second one is RoboKart. We did an event with RoboKart yesterday during school hours. It was a field trip from another school. The third one is the Corning qualifier this Sunday, and the fourth one is the FLL Championships this Saturday, which we're hosting right here.
I've been giving breaking news. I've been given breaking news by Anthony. And it says, and I quote, headline: Pot returns to Greenbot after long-awaited comeback. Potentiometer. Why is there pot on the green? There's not a potentiometer on.
There's
we'll talk about that.
the potentiometer that you use when there's 2 things that you have to set between. Yeah, it's a boolean, but you use a potentiometer for it. Very cool. Anyways, back to our topic. We are going to discuss first the.
I like First Robotics.
I love First. We're going to do the FTC Buffalo qualifier first.
Not those weirdos at Second Robotics.
Second Robotics.
Anyway, general remarks / performance.
Yes. How was FTC Buffalo?
It went.
It went.
I mean, you probably had a way more stressful time than I did. For reasons we'll get into. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the Underbots for qualifying.
Yeah, we've got the things on there on the document.
Oh yes. So yes, congratulations to TARDIS and the GorillaBots for the incredible performance as the winning alliance and setting the state or the region high, the Excelsior region high score twice.
280 something was the penalty.
They did the non-penalty high score and then the penalized high score.
Yeah.
And even the penalized high score was only like 15 points of penalties. It was kind of wild.
Yeah.
So congratulations to those. Those were 2 incredible matches to watch. I'm just reading off this list. Congratulations to GorillaBots and Mechanical Meltdown for winning Inspire. Mechanical Meltdown and the Enderbots as your finalist alliance. And congratulations to the GorillaBots and the Enderbots for qualifying. In parentheses on this document I'm reading, it says, Corning compatriots. See you this weekend.
Yes.
Anyway, so how did it go from your... I thought it went well. I enjoyed my time there. We had a great time running Mario Kart over in the Student Commons. It was super fun to watch all the matches. Super fun to see a bunch of seniors from the team who graduated last year who came back to help volunteer.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed my time.
Yeah, and you can talk about RoboKart in a bit.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Right. The main event, though, was actually pretty good for our first time doing it. The matches themselves, the pit and everything, the general flow of it all went pretty well, I'd say. All of the matches went pretty much fine. I think we might have had one replayed one. I can't remember.
There was one aborted match because the one of the stage door.
Oh yeah, it broke.
So I think they had to replay that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other than that, the matches went pretty well.
Oh yeah, and then Purple Alliance. Fiasco.
Yeah, there was a really fun moment in one of the, I think it was the semifinals or something. There was a placement of a pixel in the backstage that was perfectly dead center between red and blue.
I had never seen something more centered on an FTC field than that.
Yeah.
Because it was like perfectly centered in between the blue and red, like the blue backstage and the red backstage. I think they ended up giving the points to both of them.
Yeah.
Or as everyone was saying, the Purple Alliance.
Yes.
So,
But that pixel was truly center stage.
see what he did there? It's fun. That was a real masterpiece.
See, it's funny. So, you suck. The main thing that didn't go that great was the sort of streaming and the audio setup. If you'd tuned in to the stream, you would have seen that we did not stream the opening ceremony, and then the first, I think, 5 qualifiers went without audio. And that is because the audio setup that we had at the beginning was the room speakers plus 2 mics that were like...
It was just the speakers that were in the gym.
Went in the
at
gym,
our
yeah.
school.
And 2 mics that were like 20 years old.
At minimum.
Yeah, at minimum, and like slowly rotting. So the audio quality wasn't that great, and we had tried a lot in the amount of time that we had to like fix it, because the room speakers were horrible and they had only treble, and it wasn't great.
And it was weird because they seemed to work fine the night before when we tested them. Like, they weren't perfect, but they seemed to work better. But I think once there was all the other outside noise from the just from the other teams there, it really obvious how bad those speakers actually were.
So, and also there was troubles with the mixer that we were using. We initially used a very old mixer that was borrowed from the middle school, and it was like a Yamaha. It was a huge box. That didn't work.
Fan on the back.
I think there was a heat sink. There was a huge heat sink on the back. That I did not trust at all because it was withering away. So I borrowed.
Anything that's has a heat sink that is larger than like 1/4 the size of me on the back of it. If it's getting that hot, I'm not sure how much I would trust that either.
That heat sink was literally like larger than the one in my own computer.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. So, and I didn't really trust it either. So, at basically the night before the event, I called up Nate and I was just like, "Hey, please bring your audio interface because it could also be used as a mixer."
Yeah, just as like a backup.
Yeah, and as incredible as he did, he brought it, and we used it, and the interface was good, speakers weren't. So, the ultimatum was that me and Mr. Hiller would drive to Guitar Center
which is not close to where we are.
It's
Guitar
not very
Center
close.
is like a half an hour away.
No, it's 15-20 minutes. But it was far away, right? And we went there after after the opening ceremony had started because they open at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And we went there and we bought $600 worth of AV equipment, including 2 PA speakers, a mixer, and 2 wireless mics. And we got back and the speakers did not work. So Mr. Hiller went back, got a new one, made sure that it worked, and then we plugged it all in, and it finally worked around like qualification 6. And that was the craziest experience that I've probably ever had at a first event.
It was. I wasn't real involved in it at that point for reasons we'll get into. But just hearing it after the fact and just watching everyone like. As soon as we got like the one that we knew worked, like everyone just descended and we tried to like build it in like as fast as possible so that we could get sound back up.
Yeah, I'm impressed actually how fast we got that going.
It like once we plugged it all in and like did like the basic testing, like it didn't fail again for like.
Yeah, it just worked.
It just worked.
Because it.
And then it worked again yesterday.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into.
Yeah, and then the last thing is stream audio, which we still hadn't gotten at that point. So we used the audio interface that Nate you'd brought, because the thing about the audio interface is that it can take audio and transmit it to a computer like it's a microphone. So we had to take that audio interface and you had to string like 5 USB extension cords, like clipped together, and plug it into my computer that was running the stream, and it worked.
Can I also say, I am so surprised that you ran that stream off your laptop for that long. Like, for 30 hours, you had that stream running off your PC,
Yeah.
which you brought down here. But for, like, the whole competition, you were just running that off your laptop. Like, I'm surprised you didn't, like, kill the thing.
I mean, it was plugged in.
I mean, yeah, no, but I mean, like I'm surprised it held up for that long. Like, and you never lost connection.
It's a solid state machine, dude.
I was surprised by its reliability. Hi, Brady.
Hello, Brady. Yeah. So do you want to talk about RoboCart at the event and then the other RoboCart thing?
So yeah, what I was doing at the event is, I spent most of the morning with a bunch of the other volunteers, and we set up the RoboCart track, which we've talked a lot about RoboCart on this so far. But for those who don't know, it's just Mario Kart in real life using FTC drivetrains. It's really cool. It took us it was a lot of time and money that we sank into it, and we've done it a bunch of times, and we haven't had any real problems yet.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. But I spent most of the morning setting that up, and then around lunchtime, we did a bunch of races with anyone who was interested in driving around an FTC bot on a fun little course, and it went pretty well. And then we, right before the tournament started, we tore it all down and backed it up.
Yeah.
Again. And before we move on to our next topic, do you have anything else to say about the FTC event that we hosted here? First year event that we hosted here.
Yeah. Speaking of RoboCart.
Okay, so no.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was queuing you in.
Speaking of RoboCart, yeah, that's right. I saw your transition.
Oh.
Our Lady of Victory Middle School came on a field trip to our lab yesterday. We connected with this particular middle school through Maddie, who was the white team captain. She went there, and she helped organize this event. And a bunch of middle schoolers from this middle school came on down to the lab, and they did some fun activities. Yeah, pull one of those over. So what we had them do was they
can't even fit in the frame.
There was two groups. There was the 5th and 6th graders. Is it in frame?
Yeah, there we go. Now it's in frame.
Okay. There was the 5th and 6th graders, and then the 7th and 8th graders. And basically, they were here from about 10 to 1. And they spent their about 10 to 12. 9 to 12. I don't know. They were here for about 3 hours. Yeah. They spent their half of that time. They spent it down here with Mr. Hiller and Maddie and some volunteers. And they spent that time watching old game review videos, talking about just talking about what we do down here in the lab. And then they watched this year's game review video, and we demoed the robots we had built for this year. And then I believe they watched, I'm not sure which one, but they watched an old game review video. And then we, Mr. Hiller had split them up in the groups, and we had them build foam models. This was one of them. One of the ones I like the most because I think that is just so obscenely long and kind of funny. If only we could build something like that.
It's like a trident.
Yeah, it's gonna control the sea with that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we every team made a foam model. There was some real cool ones. One of them that's kind of falling apart. They're all over there. One of them that's kind of falling apart. A group of them that's gonna fall.
That's gonna fall. It's gonna be funny though.
One of them just made like a pretty accurate drivetrain foam model.
Yep.
It's kind of in pieces right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. So they had some fun building foam models. After seeing our foam models, and then while they were doing that, the other group, and then obviously the two groups switched halfway through, but the other group was off in our gym, playing some RoboCart.
Yes.
It was playing some RoboCart. They that seemed to go really well. This is something that we We dead?
What's happening? Hold on. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's loading on my screen too.
Oh my goodness.
Chat disconnected. Please wait till we try to reconnect you. Oh, is the Wi-Fi gone kaput?
Oh yeah, it is. It is in fact. Oh my lord.
Chat successfully connected.
Are we back?
Oh, we might. Maybe?
Chat, is this real? Or I think oh. I think we might be back. You wanna...
Before I continue on. Hello, grandfather. Yes, it is Thursday.
If that makes it out there, yes, in fact it is.
Anyway. So...
I'm gonna just make sure. You can keep talking.
Now that we've done a RoboCut so many times, and it's something we've put a lot of time and effort into, and it's something I know a lot of the people down here on the on the team are very proud of, and it's something that we are continually working to try and expand, improve, make more efficient, make more fun, make it more interesting. Just trying to make it better, and I've lost complete Wi-Fi now.
Oh, joyous. I'm apparently still running, so I think we should be good.
Keep talking then.
Yeah, I think we're good. I see it on my screen, so
okay.
That is accurate then.
But since this is such a RoboCut is such a something that we are so excited about, and clearly everyone we've demoed it to seems real excited about it too. We want to take this as far as we can. So this year for the first Robotics World Championship held in beautiful Houston, Texas, we want to hold a conference in Houston where we plan to talk about and hopefully demo and run races in Houston, and it will be we hope that we get chosen for that conference. White team held a conference last year about the scouting app, and there was some good attendance. So we are confident that we could run the best conference we can. But that is kind of the next big step for RoboCut that we'll talk about, that I'll mention right now, because we got plans, but we'll keep those.
Yeah, we'll keep those. We'll work on those. We'll work on RoboCart over the summer. Right now, I think it's safe to say that RoboCart is an alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, it's only gonna get better.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh, did you press your mute button?
I pressed my mute button.
He pressed his mute button. Yay!
I don't think it was on. Okay, it was not.
I can hear. It's fine. Okay, so next topic in the list of topics.
Next topic in the list of topics would be corning.
Corning. Yes, this Sunday.
Home of glass.
Home of the glass. Sunday we are going to Corning, and by we I mean him, not me. And the reason for that, as you can tell by our right there and right there, is that we're on two separate teams. And the green team this time is going to Corning, and the white team is not. And the reason for that is a little bit disappointing. But basically, the white team kind of made some changes to the robot between qualifiers, and that those changes didn't get done fast enough because we didn't have enough people working on it, which was sad. But it means that we don't really have that much time to program anything. So we've decided, because we're already qualified, we've decided to call quits on this one. But for green team, what are your thoughts on Corning?
Green team is still going to Corning. We are fairly confident in about this time. We have the programmers have changed a lot of the code, and by a lot of the code I mean all of the code. We have a much more fleshed out notebook judging room plan, so we're very excited to go to Corning, test out some new theories we have on how to perform our best, so that we can perform our best at states. We're also real excited just to get out there, get some more dry practice under our belts, do some scouting, see what we're looking for against states. So, all the Corning teams, you guys are the best. We'll see you there.
Yeah, just really quickly, James, if you were to describe the new Greenbot programming in one noise, what would it be?
The Windows startup noise?
The Windows startup noise.
Ba-bum-ba-lum-ba-lump.
Hi, Mr. Hiller.
I'm Mr. Hiller. Mr. Hiller, if you were to describe,
And
he's gone.
He's gone. Okay.
If you were to describe all the changes we've made for Corning with one noise, what would it be? Good noise. Good noise.
Okay.
So many changes.
Very many changes. All right, but that's Corning.
But James' video is coming out awesome.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I intend to help him on that.
We still
but
haven't
yeah,
talked about that on the podcast. The thing.
the thing.
Probably next week. We'll talk. I'm making a promise to the viewers at home. Hamid at least, and probably James and Anthony, are gonna talk about the thing next
The
week.
thing.
The thing.
The
We've
thing.
been-
The thing with Greenbot.
we have not been talking about it because we wanted to keep it kind of secreted until it was fully fleshed out so that we could show it
Yeah.
to you. But
So
next week,
I'll work with James on his video, and then I'll put it on the podcast, and it'll be really cool.
and we'll talk about the thing.
Yes, the thing.
The thing.
The thing for Greenbot.
The thing that we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
The thing.
Yes, the
Thing
thing.
that makes the green bot thing.
The thing.
The thing.
Now, last thing. Of all the things, this is the last one. FLL Champs.
And there can only be one thing that is the last thing, and this thing is FOL Champs.
Yes. It's happening, again, as usual, here. On Saturday, you might notice, Corning is on Sunday. This is on Saturday. Crazy weekend up ahead for some of us. Hi, Anthony. So, yeah, we're going to have the FLL Championships. Talk about it.
Oh, FOL Championship.
Yes.
First of all, I get the distinct honor and pleasure to be joining Trent from the Warlocks, 1507, from Lockport, New York, FLC team. And me and Trent are going to be commentating the matches this weekend at the FOL Championship here in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
And it's gonna. I'm excited to be redoing that. Last year was our first year holding the FOL state championship in Buffalo, and it was we had 40 teams, and it was real crowded because we were playing the matches in the auditorium, and we had the pits in the lunchroom. So this year, we have been able to steal and use the whole Nichols campus. So the pits are going to be in the gym, and the event is still going to be held in the auditorium.
And then
And-
the judging is going to happen in the
Center
Center 63 Science and Math building.
Science in classrooms.
Yeah, in classrooms, yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be. It's gone from a one building event to a whole campus event.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be real exciting.
Yeah. So you're doing MCing. You're doing the commentary for all of this stuff. Tell me more about that.
So when we hosted the FOL Buffalo Finger Lakes qualifier. FLL Buffalo qualifier.
Brady.
Brady, don't unplug our camera. When we hosted the FOL Buffalo qualifier in December, I was there with my FOL team that I was mentoring, and after my FOL team's last match, I jokingly asked Miss Wells if I could commentate one of the matches, like one of just like the fun matches that didn't count to anything. And she said, sure, surprisingly. So I did, and I had a great time doing it. And then Trent from the Warlocks, who was there with his team, also asked if he could commentate a match, and he did it, arguably significantly better than I did. And then we ended up commentating a match. We ended up commentating a match together, which went really well. And Miss Wells basically told us, you two are commentating both of the all the matches at states, or at the state championship, which we host here, which is going to be really fun. So that's how I got my role. How do you get yours?
So my role for the FLL Champs is going to be live streaming.
As always.
Now, take a wild guess. Take a crazy guess at why you think I'm qualified to do live streaming.
Hamid,
That's right, we're doing it right now.
what is the software that you currently have open on your computer?
Open Broadcast software is the software that I currently have.
Please reduce that down to 3 letters.
OBS. OBS.
OBS. Hamid is a master of OBS. He did 30 hours in OBS for 30 straight hours. He did the FOL Buffalo qualifier in OBS. No, I did that.
FTC.
Yeah, you did
qualifier
FTC.
for
I did the FOL Buffalo qualifier in OBS.
yes.
Which also went real well. But he did an incredible job doing that, and not only doing the stream at the Buffalo qualifier, but also doing all the sound stuff. And so
I will continue to do that.
he will continue to do that, and it will continue to go well because
Maybe.
maybe. And then the last bullet point on this list just says Yegb.
Yegb.
Was that a typo?
No. Well, I don't know where the B came from, but it was supposed to say Yeg.
Why?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good night.